Welcome back. So, in this episode, we are going to discuss about geofencing and related fact about geofencing, how it's going to help to manage the business properly. So, what is geofencing? Geofencing is an imaginary boundary on places of interest, our businesses, the way we have physical fences or wall within our businesses to set up a perimeter. Now, for us to administer control over some territories, we need to have geofencings actually at different locations in our GPSFleetmatic tracking platform. So first of all, you need to identify where do I need this geofence and what do I have to do? Why do I need it at that location? What's the use of it? These questions are what you ask that will determine when to use geofencing and when to use places and when to use markers and when to use routes. So for you to start, first and foremost, you need to find where you have your geofencing and how to draw it and set it up. Where is that geofencing? Geofencing, you get it under places. When you look at my cursor hovering at the top, where you have objects, events, places, history. Under places, we have markers, routes, and zones. So what is a marker? Marker is actually a point, it's still a imaginary point that helps you to locate junctions or other places of interest, which you really don't want to create a boundary within those areas, but you just want to identify it for you to know how many kilometers maybe your fleet are from that particular marker. So for example, when I click TP01, I will have a detail and it's saying nearest marker is 0.03 kilometer, which is they call it yard. So see that you have a marker called yard. I believe all of them will have the closest marker because they are all packed in the same place. So when I go back to my places, zones is what we call the geofence, and there is no geofence here. So how do I achieve a geofence record? First, I need to zoom into the map to a very good level where at least the satellite images are the last zoomed, and I'm seeing this is where they are. And I say, okay, I want to zoom this particular place. And I want to create a geofence here so that I will know when this vehicle leaves and when it comes in. I am creating this geofence for now, and I will show you one advantage of this geofence right now. So when I click on my left menu, my left sidebar, no geofence record, yes, I will click to add my first geofence. It shows me the zone properties. So I'll say first geofence. Okay, I don't have any group for it. You can group your geofences when you start having so many geofences you are creating. So when I come to the map, I want to geofence just within this center area. I first drop my first cursor, I drop another one, I drop, it's going to be following my cursor, and on the last one, it's still going to follow. If I don't close it, it will be dragging, and I need to, if I try to save now, it might show me an error. Draw zone on map before saving because I've not closed my drawing. So on this last one, I will have to double click to release my drawing and to stop drawing. I've double clicked and now I am free to save. So when I save, I have my first zone. Good. Now I want to draw another one, maybe somewhere random just off that place. And I will say, let me draw another one. For me to draw another one, this I have the first geofence on my left, and I click the plus sign at the bottom. It will bring another new geofence property. I say I will select this one as second geofence. And for me, I will come to this place. I can change the color to yellow or green. Can come and geofence a property here which I don't even know the owner. I'll double click and I'll save. Now I have two geofences within just the same locality. What can I do with this? I can now have the next um, discussion that we're going to lead us into now, where we'll have the events. I want to be notified when my vehicle leaves or enters into this geofence. So I'm going to create my event. Where is my event? My event is on the vertical menu where you have your settings report, and I'm going to create events. And already there is an event that alerts you when it goes beyond 100. So I'm going to, oh, I have to delete that. Okay, I'll leave it. When I click the plus sign for new event, I will call it Geofence exit. That's the name I want to name the event, and I will say acknowledgement no for now. Alert level, I want it to be on the high category. It can be high, medium, low, and the type of event I want to create now. There are so many events: SOS, bracelet on dismount, power cord, tow, and overspeed, and all that. And what I'm interested is to create a zone out. I'm going to select zone out. And for the objects, I want to select all the objects under navy category, and I have no business with trout. And under the zones, I need to select the zone I want to be alerted when they are not there. So I want to select the second geofence. I want to see if my vehicles are not inside second geofence, which I want them to always be inside. I want to be notified, and I know that they are not inside there. Okay, under the timing, I want it to always notify me Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday to Friday, any time of the day. So I'm not going to start adjusting the daytime, which if we want to do that, you can select daytime, which I don't want to do. And I want the notification to pop up on my screen, to automatically hide after 10 seconds, to send me a push notification, and to make a sound. And I also even want to send it to my email. So I'm going to put up my email. Okay, and I'm going to save it. Now I have a Geofence exit created. So within a fraction of time, 10, 15 seconds, 20 seconds, if the system detects that, yes, by this time of the day, this fleet are still outside that Geofence, I will be notified because I want them to always be there 247. Then the next one we're going to discuss is, imagine there is a scenario where there is a warehouse which your fleet or trucks are prohibited to enter without authorization, and something happened some days ago which the communication is not yet clear to you on if you have any of your vehicle enter into that vicinity. How will you know which and which vehicles entered that particular vicinity? Geofence actually eliminates and show you exactly what happened. So when, for example, we take Geofence 1 or Geofence, second Geofence as a case study, let's start with 1. And I just created the Geofence a few seconds ago. And if I'm able to create I can generate a report which will allow me to know if a historical event occurred, a historical geofence occurred. So when I go to reports, let's say I go to my reports, and sorry, I'm under settings. I go to reports and I create report again. And the report I want to create is historical. I'll call it anything, historical zone. And what is the type of report? I want to create zone in out. Yes. And I want to select all my navy fleets, and which is under the zones. I want to say select the first zone. I want to see first zone, and let me leave it at HTML. See where the magic happens. You are not selecting today. I want to go back last month. Last month was March. And I want to say on the 12th of February, or let's say on the 12th of February to 13th of February, did any of the vehicle enter or leave first geofence? Okay, I will generate this report now. If everything is equal, I'm hoping to get, I'm having error on my, sorry, let me see where the error is. I think I'm having error because I didn't, okay, I didn't generate it very well. I'm going to ignore my report, ignore empty reports, and I can select zoning out merged. I've selected the first zone. Okay, okay. I'm going to generate. So however it gives it to us. Okay, I have zone in out merged, the merged report, and I'm having that. It's showing me that TP01 on the 12th of February, it entered by in the morning there, and it was there till 10:25 in the morning, and it spent 10 hours 24 minutes. TP02 didn't enter there on the 12th. From 17th by 5 in the evening, it was not there. So it's still giving me breakdown for TP0203, and I'm seeing the ones that are now it wasn't there, it didn't stay there. Now I'm seeing the duration they all spend. Now I can see the fleet that entered this place as of last month, why I created this area of interest just now. So it helps for analysis and breakdown of crime. So I can question all the vehicles, all the fleets I'm seeing here, and I have them question on why they entered this so particular time and a so interval and so date. So it's one of those things that help fleet managers to take decisive action on whatever they are doing. So next episode, we are going to discuss more features and how to generate and create more reports that are of concern. Thank you. See you again. Bye.